Good evening, everybody. It is January the 30th. I'm so glad you could join us. Tonight, you're going to need a band for your arms and a band for your legs. If you have two bands, we will be using them simultaneously. If you only have one band, probably just use it on your legs and use a lighter set of weights. You also need, if you have them, two pairs of weights so that you can change out the weights for whatever you're going to do. We are going to be lifting overhead and doing bicep curls. Tonight we are going to be doing 7 things for 7 minutes. So we will be 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, so you have that recovery time. So you're going to put in the intensity during those 40 seconds. And we are going to do that 4 different times. So we will be adding on as it gets harder because that's what we do. So for the first round, you will need a set of weights, so just have it handy so that you can grab them as you need to. We will be doing jacks, whether you're doing jumping jacks, stepping jacks, skipping jacks, or whatever. We will be doing bicep curls, hip hinges, curtsy lunge, kickbacks, crisscross abs, and tick-tock abs, or what we call the metronome abs. So we're going to be working our obliques, cross country here with that. So just make sure you're aware of what's all around you. Make sure you have your water ready. And the reason why we are going very low on this first round, because it is the warm-up. So you want to take this time to just do it gently. The intensity is not so great here because you're warming up to the intensity. And I wanted to make sure that the beeper would be up here, so it's up here. So you got to watch me go like this and not turn into the white shadow. There's a throwback. Whoever remembers watching that show. All right. 5, let's see. Get over here. I'm going to go ahead and start the music. Yep, that's the right one. And here's our 5-second countdown. And jacks. So whatever jacks you want to do to warm up, whether that's kick jack, step jack, knee up jack, moving around your room, anything. Good. Excellent. And shake it down. All right, you're going to go ahead and pick up your weights for bicep curls. Now, I'm not going to use weights. I'm covering my arm, but I am going to do the lifting. I pretend like it hurts. Here we go. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And for anybody watching the recorded video, if you have an injury in an arm, you want to reduce your weights, do the movement as best as you can, and keep your arms even. I'm dealing with tendonitis, which is why I'm not using weights right now. All right, wind it down. And let's just set those weights to the side. Shake your arms out, roll your shoulders. And let's go into position for hip hinge. Feet are slightly apart. Let's go ahead and tuck the belly button towards the top of the thighs. Go back into those hips and find those hamstrings. Just gently get in this position. Brace high. Head and neck neutral. And just begin a gentle pulse here. Good. You want to start off with a gentle stretch on this. We're going to be doing more and more hip hinges. So that's why we have the warm-up round. Excellent. lunge, where you put in your heel on the floor. Of course, if you want to move the arms, add that stretch, pressing them every which way but loose. I think I'll see how many movie names I can throw in for this workout tonight. You want to do them any which way you can. Good. Lots of different ways. And we're going to come out of that. Pick up your weights. We're going to do kickbacks where you bring your elbows up and you push from here straight back. Again, I'm not going to use any weights on my arms. I'm rehabbing, and even then I have to take care not to overwork. So, shoulders up and push back. Once you get your shoulders up, you want to leave them there and not have them moving, so you don't want to be bringing it down. So get it up. Get those elbows and shoulders just lined up and push. Only bending that occurs is right there at your elbow. Good. Excellent. If you want to try to bring it in a little closer, you can kind of add to that back workout, or you can keep it wider. Whatever's going to work for you today. And when doubles get to be too much, you go to singles. We're coming back to those. Roll those shoulders. All right, we're going to do standing crisscross abs, which means you'll have your arms here. You'll bring the knee in. So you're going to crunch across, crunch across. All right, so make sure you're loosening your shoulders. And just kind of keep your arms here and low. All right. Cross to the hip. Bring that knee up. Excellent. Make sure you're breathing. That little exhalation at the bend right here. And of course, just your arms. They don't have to be high up here in goalposts to make it impossible. You're stretching. And shake those arms out. Pick up your arms. We're going to do our side-to-side metronome abs. I am going to use weights here because it is a hang and not a repetitive motion. So stand up nice and tall. Essentially lock your legs, lock your hips, and just use the upper body. So you're using your abs and your back, working your core, specifically more of the obliques. So it's quick and short. Good. Manage your breathing and keep your core engaged. And that doesn't mean suck your belly button in. That means you keep that little bit of air in that cylinder so that all the muscles are feeling the work. Excellent. All right. Go ahead and put these weights down. And you're going to put on your band for legs. You get the choice of whether you're going to do it above your knees or right below your knees. You do want it in the power position, so that's going to either be here or here. And that's the end of our cool down. So I'm going to sit down, put my band on. And at any time, when you're using the band, if you need to move it to a different position, you're always welcome to. If you need to take it off completely, you're always welcome to. All right. So since this is the add-on, we're either adding a band or a little bit of weights. We're not doing that because that's going to be the third round. We're not going to double up just yet. So we're going to do our list again. We'll be doing banded leg jacks, overhead press this time, banded hip hinge because we're not taking the band off. We're going to be doing a standing back up, banded step back press, which is here. I'm going to pause this for a second because it'll start again. So the banded step back press, in lieu of a curtsy lunge, you will simply step back and press your arms back at the same time. So you'll be taking a step and a press. So you've got that little bit of resistance that's going on there. And then we're going to go into kickbacks again. and you'll just do alternating kickbacks this time. A power knee drive. So that crisscross ab that we did a while ago, you have a band on your leg, which means you can't bring it up. So you're going to bring both elbows toward the knee and then drive that knee up towards your elbow. So you're bending into it, having that resistance, and then we'll go back to doing our TikTok abs with weights before we change that out, okay? So, starting the music up, everybody get ready for jacks. That'll be the first thing we do. And 5-second countdown. Here we go. Band and leg jacks. Excellent. Any way you want to do this. So if you want to step off and do this, so you're doing more legs, totally, less impact. Keep them extended and do step outs. You can make up any kind of way as long as your arms are doing it. And shake it off. All right, pick up a lighter set of weights if that's what you need for overhead press, or use your heavier weights, your choice. Overhead press. Again, not using rehabbing. So we're going to go here. All right. Up and down to the goalpost. Now, you only lift it as high as your shoulders will let you go today, and you keep it nice and even. Good. Good. If you want a little more challenge with your fingers, you only want to hold with 1 or 2. All right? Or just use your thumb and keep your fingers open. So you're in the figure 4 with your hands. So you're working on thumb strength because it's holding that weight in place. Excellent. And let's go ahead and bring that down. Roll. We're going to put our weights away. We're going to go to hip hinge. Now, whether you want the band up or down on the legs, you get to decide. I'm going to take mine to the calves so that I can really press myself to go wider. I'm going to go to the wide position. Roll my belly button forward, right in here, and down, and halfway up. Down, and up. Down, and up. Pressing those hips back. Whatever you want to do with your hands. I have yet to find somebody who's crocheting while they do this, but I'm pretty sure somebody could. Make sure you breathe in. Exhale as you go down, and lift it. Good. All right. Pick up your weights. We're going to do a press back, which is very reminiscent of a kickback, except that you keep your arms long the whole time. So you just basically going to do a step back lunge and press your arms back when you do it. So you'll step and press. Step and press. Now you can take your arms up higher, and depending on where your band is, it's going to try to crawl up your legs. This is what bands do. They're kind of like the Mandalorian. This is the way. Awesome. And you can ask people to change direction. So you don't always have to stay stock still. All right. If you moved it down, bring it back up to above knee, which might walk yourself back up. We're going to do our power knee drive. So remember, you're going to bring one knee up and bring both elbows toward it as you curl in. So the opposite's going to be closest. You ready? So you're going to go here and here. So it's about lifting that knee more than anything else. Bring the forearm or the elbow to it. Good. Got a little bit of a bend drive that knee up. Resistance work on there. Good. All right. If your band climbs, fix it, and then pick up your weights for the TikTok abs. I am going to use my heavier ones this one time, so I'm not doing anything. I've got a slightly wider stance too. Shrug your shoulders up, relax them. Short, quick move. Good. Just lay it in there. Excellent. I like this one because it hits everything, especially the part that we don't pay attention to a lot. We do use our weights a lot more than we think. And it gives your abs a nice rounded work. Good. Walking it down. And let's put these weights to the side. Pause there, MacGuffin. All right. Get a drink if you need to. Adjust your band. And bring your chair into play. That's the end of our cool down. Or did I miss one? I probably did. I'm okay with that. We'll double up somewhere. The actual kickbacks. We didn't do the actual kickbacks. Oh no. I think we'll be okay. All right. So this is where we're going to sit down and you're going to use a band for legs and a band for arms to do the power jacks from the seated position. We're also going to do bicep curls from the seated position. We will be doing the power lift. So you'll have 2 in one arm and then switch it and do 2 in the other arm. We will do toes up on the weights. So the weights you just got through using, you'll put on the floor, lift your toes up on it, and do your hip hinge. The chair's right behind you so that you will not feel like you're going to fall. We will do the long arm press back while we're sitting down. Ouch. That will allow for that. We'll do the reverse sit-up or the knee lift, which the band will come in handy, keeping your legs together. And then we'll do the side floor reach. So I'm going to go ahead and get my weights set with my chair. And get my other band. And I'm going to use a lighter weight band tonight, also because of the arm. And I'm going to turn the fan on because my heater's working really well. Okay, are we ready to go? I'm going to turn this on. And then we'll do, so everybody go sit down. Wake up. 5 seconds. Here we go. You want the band right close to the elbow joint. So you're pulling with the big, you're pressing with the larger part of the bone. The joint's not being messed with at all. You can go slower than I'm going. I'm going very fast. I don't know why. I think I was trying to beat the song to the end or something. All right. So go ahead and put this band to the side and pick up your weights for biceps. And you will put both of them in one arm. And you'll have them resting here on your leg, and you'll just do bicep curl for 20 seconds, and then switch it over to the underarm. Ready? Here we go. Of course, I'm not going to curl. But I am going to watch the clock for you, let you know. So you're powerlifting by using 2 of them. Get ready, switch it over, and then go right into it. Nice. Good. rather than towards the front. Make sure you're breathing steadily as you do this. And try not to clench your toes. I know I said that, some of y'all went, am I clenching my toes? Probably not, but make sure you're not. Good. All right, I want you to step off of those weights, and we're going to hip hinge or pick them up. You're going to sit down. You can use those same weights if you like. I'm going to switch to my slightly lighter ones for this long arm push. Remember that long arm push we did a while ago, the long arms? We're doing it seated. Take those legs apart. Push up and back. So the goal here is how high you can go without leaning forward. So you don't want to do this. You want to sit up nice and tall. Let those arms back behind you. And then make sure you don't have a wall directly behind you. The couch is good. Good. All right. After this, we're just going to put our weights to the side and do reverse sit-up or the knee lift. All right, go ahead and put these to the side. Adjust your band if you need to. This one's trying to curl up on me. So reverse sit-up, where you pick them up and push them out, or the knee lift. Keep your feet together at the bottom. The band is working for you right here. Here we go. And sometimes a combination of the reverse and knee lift with the toe tap. That's what works for you. Good. Make sure you're breathing. I'm holding your breath on this. All right. Okay, pick up your weights. We're going to do side floor reach. I'm going to use my lighter ones. There we go. And I want you to start off with them in the V hold. So take your feet apart. Remember, you're just going to go straight down, and we're going to go slower than the metronome master. Ready? So you're here and here. Now you've got this band on your legs, so you can walk your legs apart for more balance, but you're going to still be working because of that band. Nice job, everybody. All right, walk those feet in. Oh, okay. Put your feet together at the bottom. This is our last one. So I skipped one again. Put your feet together. No, put your feet apart. Your knees together. As far as you can get them. We're going to open our knees to this position. Ready? Here and in. So it's going to be here and close slowly. Open and close slowly. So it's the reverse of the clam, y'all. It starts closed and you open it fast. From the awkward position. So quick open, slow close. Quick open, slow close. Quick and slow. Quick and slow. All right. Again, if this bothers you, then you just adjust your feet at the bottom so that you're not feeling anything untoward in the rest of your legs. All right. So we're in the cool down, so go ahead and stand up and walk around for me while that 20 seconds is going on. Make sure your hips are not crying, because that beeper is going to go off here in just a second. All right. Here. Is where we're going to go into the last round. So we will do our power jacks again with the band on our legs, but we will have weights in our hands this time, doing that open and close. How heavy the weights are is entirely up to you. If you would prefer to do it with a band, you're also welcome to do that as well. Then we're going to do an overhead pull with our band for arms. So you'll have the band here and you'll just do like this. You'll just pull the band apart. So you're working in that same carriage up here, just doing that pull. And if you can't go overhead with the band, come in front of your face and do it open. We will be doing heels up for our hip hinge. So make sure you do have those other weights handy. I would go ahead and set them next to the front legs of your chair so that they're there for you. Then we're also going to do the goblet squat with our band, so we'll hold the weight, and we'll be doing a hip hinge like this with our toes flat on the ground. Thank you very much. Then we're going to do a band under the foot pull-up, like a lawnmower, and then we're going to do the other side, and then we're going to do the back legs of the chair floor reach. So that's kind of so you know what's going to go on. So I'm going to go ahead and preset my weights here by my chair foot so that when I need to move them for hip hinge, that they are where I need them to be. And I'm going to use my lighter weights for that. So go ahead and sit down. Get ready for power jacks. If you want to move your band to any other position, you can. I'm going to do mine on the lower part of my legs this time because I'm feeling spicy. Okay. Don't even. All right. Wake up. There we go. 5-second countdown. There you go. So the difference between having it on top and the midway point, so on the top, you feel a little more restricted. With it just below your knees, that's a longer part of the lever. Makes it a little harder, but you have more room to open your legs. You're not limited by the physicality of your upper legs. Just in and out here. Excellent. Make sure you're breathing. All right. Put your weights down and pick up your band. Go ahead and rock on your tushy while we're waiting. So your hips can relax just a smidge. Now, I'm going to hold mine and just come apart like this. So relax your shoulders. Lift. And just pull. Not getting any lower in your head unless you're having shoulder issues. In that case, you're right here at eye level. You can go higher and wider. What are you feeling today? Excellent. Let me stop using that word. I've used it too many times just in this video. Push it up and roll it down. Go ahead and set this out of the way. You want to put the weights in front of you at fit level so that you can back your heels up on there. Get them seated. Put your heels up just gently. You're going to be very tall here, ladies and gentlemen. Roll those hips back. And then the knees can bend. Just make sure they're not going extra forward, all right? Good. After we get done with this particular one, we're going to take the band off. So sit down right after you get done with this and take off the band. And here we go. And then you're going to pick up your weights because we're going to do goblet squat. You can use one weight or two, your choice. I am using one. You're going to go to wide stance. Roll those hips back. Let this weight hang. You're just going to squat and let the weight go towards the ground. Being mindful of your lumbar. Tucking that belly button forward. Head and chest are open. Looking out at the floor and not down at the floor. Good. Arms stay nice nice and long here. No bending in them, they're just hanging around. Alright, go ahead and sit down for me. Get your leg band or your arm band and put it underneath your right foot and your left hand. So here's what you're going to do. Put your right hand firmly on top of your thigh. You're just going to sit up, keeping this arm long. You're going to sit up and pull. Pull. And don't let the band snap you back down. So you're going to pull into your abs here and come back. Pull and return. Pull and return. Good. We're staying on this one leg the whole time. We will switch to the other leg in the next segment. In part 6 of how many parts are there? Alright, take that off of your right foot, put it onto your left foot, make sure you get it under that arch, and get it into that right hand, and embrace that left hand so that you can do your pull up, okay? So we're going to sit here and wait. Do the little dance. Here we go. Nice core movement. So you want to make sure your back is in a good sturdy position. It's not bowed to the front, or it's not bowed this way. That good spinal posture here. Excellent. Next thing I'll be telling you guys to party on, dude. Alright, go ahead and take this off. Pick up your weights. We're going to do one last round of back leg reach. We're going to reach for the back legs of our chairs. So pick your weights. Widen your stance. Shrug your shoulders and relax them. And remember, you're leaning towards the back leg of your chair. Whether you touch the floor is irrelevant. I would suggest leaning and using your fingers or the weight to touch the leg of the chair. So you're using that peripheral vision. Where are you in space? Where in the heck is that chair leg that I cannot find on the left side? I know it's there. There we go. So you're just doing that longer lean back. And I see you're doing such a good job, guys. All right, let's bring it up. Go ahead and put your weights away. Let's bring our legs out in front of us. I want you to go to the back of your heels, so the short part of your shoe, with your toes up so that you're feeling the stretch in your calves. We're just going to let the cool down run down. Excellent. All right, just getting a good stretch in the back of those legs. All right, go ahead and flatten your feet. Bring them up. Let's pick up that left leg and bring it here. Now, you don't have to have it in tight. If you've got a tight knee as you go in here, just make sure you've got enough hand over here to warrant you have to get out this far. And then once you get it up, sit up nice and tall for me. Just roll those hips right into the edge of this knee so that you feel the glute on that left side and your hip flexors right there. All we're doing is sitting up tall, and we're going to go ahead and stretch it for a good little while. Sitting up tall. 3, 2, and 1. Now, take the same arm, your left arm, and let's hook it underneath. Now, go underneath. So you're coming up through the thigh hole, the hole that your thigh is made, and just kind of bring it up here with you, as close as you can. If you need to open the knee, that's fine. You can just hold it to the foot, pull it in. Let's hold it there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring it back to lady flex, and then let it come on down. All right, pick that other one up. Make the adjustment that you you're going to sit up nice and tall. Ready? There you go. Thank you very much, shoelaces. We want to get a nice little stretch there. About 5 more seconds here. All right, so take that hand, lift under the backside of your thigh. Just grab hold of that and bring everything in. Lean back with it. And we're going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to land it, undo, and let it come down. All right. Legs as wide as you can go on your heels. Do not fall off your chair. Do not fall off your chair. All right. If you can, hold at the base of your chair and just lean forward. Let your arms kind of stretch here. I'm going to hold by the knuckles. Just lean. Just elongate as much as you can. And you're probably finding that, like I do, because where your head is. So I want you to go ahead and straighten your shoulders, lift your chin for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chin to level. And bend those arms. And let's walk those feet in. Yes, it's awkward. Go ahead and do it. Scoot back up your chair all the way so that your rear end is in that corner of the chair back there. So you're sitting up nice and tall, belly button going forward. We're going to hold on to the seat here and just lean to the side. And it's a short trip. You're stretching right through here and right through here. You're just leaning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up, shake that arm out. And hold on to this side. And we're going to do it this way. Again, you're stretching here and here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come to center. Roll those arms out. Fingers. Now, because we're so close to the chair, what I want you to do is hold on and just lay yourself, as you're going forward, you might have to adjust. Just lay yourself on the top of your thighs and walk your hands to the top of the chair. And if you can, roll your shoulders in and squeeze it towards the shoulder blades. Shoulder blades towards your spine. If you can't, just press them in, bend your elbows a bit. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide your hands down. With the chin first. Roll it up. And then scoot yourself forward in the chair. Let's rock on those sit bones. Make sure our spine is good. Let's go ahead and do a couple of 4-point rolls here. And then the other way. And you guys, I want to thank you for joining me tonight. And we will see you next week.